Oh shit, hold on. I have to twitch the tweet button. Hey everybody, it's Ace Attorney. I'm ready.
Yeah? Are you? That
Fine.
panic stammering really sealed it
Everything's fine.
for me. I thought you weren't ready until
I
that
started
moment.
freaking out for no reason.
Yeah.
Anyway, hey.
She's a super freak. Oh no, it's playing a Twitch ad in the back. Which one of you tabs? I yell at my like Google Chrome with like 16 open tabs.
That's okay. I'm gonna eat some Doritos while I wait for you to figure it out.
Alright, I figured it out. I'm figuring it out! What the fuck was I doing for Moon Man?
Kind of like a kind of voice.
Yes, he's dashing along with the nitro now. Nothing to do but read in front of the fire. Luckily, there's a jolly good bring until the temporary coat. Bye, Mom.
I don't think you were giggling quite so much. I'm all
I was not.
I hold my own novels there.
And in the pages of one particular novel, you discovered some rather illicit material.
I'm on it. For which your wife admonished you, admonished you harshly, it seems.
Yep. I forgot that she smacked him so hard it caused a sonic concussion. Wave.
It did. It did do that.
No man admonished. Demolished might be rather closer to the mark. And beast is most certainly up to it.
Here we go again. And the carpet, was that destroyed by fire when a candle fell on the floor?
No, she ate the carpet.
She ate it. Gobbled it right up. Yum yum.
She slapped me with the force to shatter the earth in twain, and then began eating my woolen carpet in front of me. I didn't know what to do about it. I was just weeping in the corner. I pissed myself. Yeah.
She knows I love that carpet more than her. She did it to hurt me.
Hate to say it was. Happened in the blink of an eye, you know. The whole place filled with smoke. Couldn't see a bally thing.
Interesting.
I was caught between the old Styx rage and the raging flames. I saw the face of God.
You painted a torrid picture,
totally
sir.
Staring,
One that would have been most entertaining. Half-Aches is followed, thank you. That's sympathy for you. Let me try that again, except read it like a human being. That's sympathy for you.
Didn't take long for the fire to spread, of course. The valley furniture started going up as well. We've had to hide the rest behind that screen for the time being.
May I see it?
Ah, so there's charred garbage back there.
Yeah, something that might be important, though, I bet.
Over here, Mr. Garrett?
Well, you have nothing more to hide now, if you'll allow me.
Is that Rui? We're back to Ace Attorney a little bit.
Yeah.
A card shop.
Josh is out of hell now. For now.
Yeah. Well. Enough out of hell.
Josh has 1 foot out of hell. which is more than he had a
1
week
foot
ago.
out of hell is really good. That's got to be the title of something. I don't know what, but something has to be like 1 foot out of hell. What would that be? Title of like a... I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, though? You ever just heard something and you're like, that needs to be something. You missed me trying to connect all the dots, figuring out what year the game takes place, and yeah, they do connect it right into a middle finger. Directly a fuck you to Molo guy.
We had all my favorite old novels in that case. But soon the fire got hold of them. That was it. Woof, up in smoke.
Gosh.
And the wife started hurling things at me.
Oh no.
What a terrible sight it must have been. 2 steps from hell? Maybe. I was one foot out of hell just sounds like it should be the title of something if it
Right.
isn't. You know what I mean? Like a DLC for Brutal Legend. That's a deep cut.
Damn.
How deep a cut is Brutal Legend of the video game starring Jack Black?
I mean, I know of it, but I couldn't tell you anything about it other than that it stars Jack Black.
It does star Bowser himself. A bit of that in the VOD earlier, actually. Yes. There's also the stream yesterday. I also got so tilted I left for about 15 minutes because there was a Prodigy character, and the game called my bluff. I was like, I swear to God, if she goes, "Oh, I'm also a medical doctor,"
and I foolishly thought for sure she wouldn't actually be a medical doctor. That would be her dad. But no, the game also called my bluff. And I'm like, well, shit. I'm just like, I'm trying to help Josh any way I can, but the game is not making it easy.
And there I was, back against the window, under heavy enemy fire, and Sydney books incoming 10 to the dozen. Worst of it is, I lost my favorite. Book called The Lion's Pride.
The Lion's Pride? Yes. Your notorious love of big cats coming through again.
I assure you the title didn't influence the choice in the slightest.
So the poor man really did lose something dear to him as a result of the ferocious beast's rampage.
One Foot of Hell is a song by the band called Wrench in the Works.
Oh, fun.
Mr. Sholmes' deduction turned out to be correct once again.
It can only be described as a great British wonder.
I tell you, it was total carnage. Flames everywhere, and the old stick in full fettle.
Out of interest, what time of day was that?
Not sure I can remember. It was 2 days ago now. Let's see. Around 5 o'clock, I think.
So at exactly the same time, as a terrifying incident was unfolding outside your window on the street below.
Even more terrifying on the inside, I can assure you. The whole of Blighty could have been flattened outside my window at that moment. And I wouldn't have noticed a dashed thing.
So you wouldn't happen to be the witnesses for tomorrow, would you? Just out of curiosity.
Really? I hope they are. Oh no, he's drinking the gross tea. No.
Oh, he's been. Mr. Sholmes? Yes, Mr. Nordhude, what can I do for you? Well, I think we've got to the bottom of Mr. Garrett's situation now. But what does it have to do with Mr. Natsume's circumstances? I can't help you there, I'm afraid. What? My dear fellow, if you recall, I did say as much from the outset. I warned you that although I knew the retired army man to be hiding something, I could not be sure whether his secret would prove to be of relevance or not. I just knew you were going to say, it's not his fault! Now, Mr. Naruto, you mustn't lose heart. Bear in mind that all things fall into only one of 2 categories. Those relevant to the case and those not. That makes no sense to me. Well, no matter. It is of far greater importance that you make up your mind now. Sorry? Visiting hours at the prison will soon be over. Oh no, is it that time already?
If we're to accept Mr. Natsume's case.
They're a Christian metalcore band?
That's pretty good.
Oh.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Just Voka's disappointed voice in the background.
That's like a lot of metalcore bands were Christian bands in the mid-2000s. Most of the most successful.
We have official paperwork to attend to.
Yay. So that's
Yeah.
it. No more time to think. Perhaps you'd betake yourself to bidding us farewell now. I must prepare supper for Mr. Garrideb. Oh, yes. I'm so sorry.
Thank you both very much for your time.
Just a loud noise came from over my shoulder.
Ah.
my alarm.
Foolish. Oh, that's your pills alarm, I see.
Yeah, it screams.
Ah, girl time. Soseki-san will be waiting for us, and I'm going to have to give him an answer.
Ah, yes. It's drugs o'clock.
Prison. "19th of February, Briar Road." Oh, I got stopped at Briar Road.
It's time, Mr. Naruto. We must hurry back to the prison.
Yes, I know. Let's hail a car. Oh.
What's the matter?
It looks like something's going on over in front of the Garrideb's house.
Hmm?
What in the fuck?
Oh, no.
I know thee, you're not, old man. Falter thy prayers. Oh, fuck me.
Oh, hell yeah. Can I do this one?
Sure, go for it, man.
I'm running out of old British man voices, though, so I don't know how to make this one unique or distinct.
I don't know. He looks sort of like Popeye the Sailor Man. Does that help?
Oh my god, he kinda does! Hang on, we need some key phrases there. I ate me spinach. Alright, good enough. Who you calling an old man, you rummy penny?
There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than art dreamt of in your philosophy.
Hey, what's this Horatio fillet? What are you on about?
What is happening? Flip them both! Flip them both! Flip them both!
Excuse me.
I've never wanted anything so much in my life.
Hey, what do you now? I'm sorry. It just looked as though there might be some problem here. And my associate here, Mr. Ryunosuke Naruto, is a lawyer, you see.
Hmm.
Hey, lawyer.
If I can be any,
I'm terrible at doing Papa.
if I can be of any assistance, I'd be happy to help. I'm from Japan, but I have studied English law.
Right, made a movie for today. My words.
What?
What the fuck?
Why is he doing a Sentai pose?
Why is he JoJo posing? What's going on?
I have so many questions.
This.
Get thee to a nunnery.
What is this?
I don't know. I have so many questions.
This ain't what a bloomin' noon done to you. I hate this so much.
Just that pose and then the slow fade to black. Oh no. Oh, it's getting me already, man. It's too soon.
Ah,
Oh boy.
I do hope you're not injured.
Oh, fair Eastern maiden, thou art so gentle, thank you. What was that all about? There are more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philosophy. I'm not Horatio either.
Forgive the inquiry, sir, but who the fuck are you? Are you a lodger here in the Garrideb residence?
Oh, fair Eastern maiden, thou art so right. Yes, I do dwell in this humble abode. Wow, really? All the windows are bricked over. Look at that shit. I didn't
Window
even notice that
tax.
the first time. Mr. Garrideb mentioned that he had another lodger, didn't he? This must be the man. Do you happen to know the other lodger who lives on the first floor? Ah, yes, a gentleman named Natsume. Oh, more worthy a polemist of my battle words now could there be. What battle did you say? Who is the stronger, Hamlet or Macbeth? Mr. Natsume and I sparred long into the night. I see. Didn't the other two say that Mr. Natsume never talked to anyone?
Yeah, they also said that one of these guys went to bed early.
Yeah, which I don't know why they knew that. Is another question.
And it's also wrong. It's also wrong if they're sparring into the night, right?
Yeah, exactly. I see. Also, didn't notice until just now that that door has 2 broken windows over it. Nice of them to leave the third one, I guess.
I don't fully understand, but it seems Mr. Natsume and this gentleman are acquaintances at least.
So, fair maiden, so good gentlemen. I can tarry here no longer. Fare thee well. Okay, bye. Fucking weirdo.
I didn't really understand him, but I think he's returned to his room.
Seems he's unaware of what's happened to Mr. Natsume, so he can't really help us. Masosaki-san and that man as lodgers, the Garrett house is certainly full of eccentrics. Anyway, I'll go and find a carriage.
Yes, I'm sure Mr. Natsume is eagerly awaiting our return.
Let's hope we can get to the prison before visiting hours are over. I forgot just how twitchy this man is. Oh, it's you! You came! You're here! Locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire! I can't believe you came back! I'm so touched! I don't remember what his voice is, so I'm just gonna do this now, I guess.
We are so sorry to have kept you waiting, Mr. Natsume.
Yeah, those are probably my witnesses, aren't they, Mulligan?
He's quoting Shakespeare, by the way. I know that
I
it's
know he's
Shakespeare.
quoting Shakespeare.
Did you think
I
so
get
little
it.
of me
I get it.
that I dost not know it's thine Shakespearean English?
You think I wouldn't recognize the bard?
The bard. I love the way you said that. You sounded like an angry paladin when the rogue and bard were trying to play a trick on him.
Oh, no, think nothing of
Amazing.
it. Relax. If I were a cat, I would purr with pleasure at the company of such fine compatriots. Noble, nurturing, never failing, Nipponese. Okay, oh, now, let's not get carried away. Oh, I quite agree. There is nothing more reassuring than the familiar one there. On the other hand, who the fuck? Yeah, that's who I thought it was.
Ah,
It's through
yes.
friendship transcending international borders that one truly appreciates the fact. Such is my belief.
Which
at
one is
least.
Horatio? That's Hamlet then, right? Because
I think so, yeah.
I knew him. Horatio is Hamlet.
I believe so.
He's talking about York.
Yeah.
There's
yeah.
more. There's more on heaven and earth and dripped of in your philosophies. Horatio.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a Macbeth guy. I don't really fucks with Hamlet too much. Macbeth is tight though. That's good shit right there. When they're all like,
it's-
"No, you can't kill me. No man born of a woman can kill me," and Macduff's just like, "Idiot! I was born through a C-section. Fuck you. Get trolled."
and then kills him. It's like when
amazing
it's like
content.
when what's her face in Lord of the Rings pulls off the fucking thing. and
Yeah,
goes, I am no
I
man,
am
but,
no
s-
man.
but stupider.
It's AOL.
Yeah.
But-
What it? Which
See,
one is
see
that?
that one.
I don't
that one
remember-
is pretty good, but I was bored of a C-section is pretty contrived.
How can it be contrived? Shakespeare wrote it in the 1600s.
Yeah, but
Fuck you.
Okay, fine.
What do you mean contrived? I pick up the
It's-
Bible. I go, huh, they're doing this plot point. He invented that shit. The contrived one here is motherfucker, goddamn J.R.R. Tolkien and his
Son of
inability
this
to name
bastard.
things that make sense.
I won't disagree with you there. Listen, I don't
Listen,
actually.
the only thing I know
don't even,
about-
I don't even like Tolkien that much.
I like Lord of the Rings quite a bit. I like the movies, but here's the only thing that rings through my brain about Tolkien is the fact that either everything is named something you can never remember, because people are online going like, "Oh yes, Eowyn or Ganadriel," and fuck are you talking about? Because I don't remember any of the names, because they're either that or it's Treebeard because he's a tree with a
Because he's a
beard.
tree and he has
There's
a beard.
no in between. There's no one just named like Frank. It's always.
I think there was someone named.
It's like I legitimately don't remember the girl who stabs the Night King. I
Yeah, don't know.
remember
I
her
have no
whole
idea.
deal.
I couldn't tell you.
I can.
I know
I know
it's
you
the
can.
daughter of that king guy, but is that who is that Boker? Is it Yalwyn or whatever?
It's Aylwin.
Aelwyn. Yeah, see, it's fucking nonsense names.
There's way too many vowels.
It's fucking was it Welsh? Anyways.
It's you! The miserable rotten spy! Herlock Sholmes! Mr. Sholmes, what are you doing here? I have no intention of doing anything per se. Save observing, of course. Why?
Whatever do you mean, Mr. Sholmes?
Stop it, you're giving that poet anxiety. Look at him.
Well, he always looks like that, to be fair.
Well, having encountered some curious reading material in that gloomful room, and having unmasked the secret identity of that eccentric pair, I decided I should drop in on my way home to see how our divested friend is faring. Gloomful room? At least your accommodation here offers a window, my dear fellow. In that sense, it is the superior option. Anyway, I must commend you on your taste in books. My day has been a delight and cost me not a penny. Ah! You! How dare you! Herlock Sholmes!
He's also saying Herlock Sholmes as though he's like German.
Yeah, I know.
Herlock
I've had it.
Sholmes.
I'm through. I'm at the end of my rope. I should never have come to Great Britain. It was a terrible mistake.
Oh, hang
Haunted by
on. Can you say
spirits
that
and
last sentence again? Can you repeat? I should have never.
I should have never come to Great Britain. It was a terrible mistake.
Everyone that's ever been to Great Britain.
Damn. Savage.
Fucking got him. He's shit, Graver. I'm gonna pick a fight with an entire country.
Haunted by spirits in those accursed lodgings. No doubt my luck will be cursed in tomorrow's trial as well. My whole life is bedamned. What?
Wow. What are you
say?
thinking,
Did you
Mr.
just say your
Narrator?
your apartment has ghosts? He mentioned that once before, didn't he? That his lodgings were cursed. I mean. And there is much truth in Mr. Mustache's words. What? Cursed is a wholly appropriate description, I would say, for the man's lodgings, and indeed for tomorrow's trial. What's that supposed to mean? What is that supposed to mean? Mr. Natsumi, what did you mean by what you said just now? About the trial tomorrow being cursed? Oh no, why are you looking so grave? You're making me nervous. I was just getting carried away, that's all. I didn't mean anything by it. Oh, I see. That's really agitated him. You don't mean the trial really is cursed somehow? Are you referring to the prosecutor, the Reaper of the Bailey? The Reaper? Oh no, what do you mean? Please, tell me, summarize it succinctly in 16 salient words. No defendant has ever survived a trial in which the Reaper stands for the prosecution, ever.
Wait, why 16? Haikus are. Oh wait, no, that's syllables.
That
Never
was in
mind.
fact 16 words.
Stupid.
I literally just counted it.
Oh my god.
That's
Did he?
really-
Oh, did he add the ever because he counted?
Yes.
Fuck yeah.
An actual quote from says, oh no. He fucking hated London, dude, apparently. Rip.
The 2 years I spent in London were the most unpleasant years of my life. Among English gentlemen, I lived in misery, like a poor dog that strayed among a pack of wolves.
Jesus. Oh my goodness, can it really be true? That was 16 words exactly!
Yesterday, Mr. Naruto successfully defended someone against the Reaper. And then he died, but then after the trial was over,
He died in a fire in the courtroom.
the defendant passed away in unusual circumstances.
Mr. McGill did. What? What?
Why would you tell him that, Susato?
I'm impressed, Mr. Zato. You have an eye for detail.
Actually, the Lord Chief Justice told us.
Mr. Sholmes, surely it can't be that having failed to have the accused convicted, Lord Van Zieks killed the man himself.
Oh no, he couldn't have, surely.
You have some wonderful notions. Sorry? The man isn't a mass murderer, he's a court prosecutor, my dear fellow. Yes. I know.
Oh, yes. Why, of course he is.
Ah, of course he is! Then why are you trying to scare me? It could be said, however, that the real truth about the man is even more terrifying than your hypothesis. What?
He's a vampire. He
What on
drains
earth do you
people
mean
of
by
blood.
that? He could also be a maskman, true, I suppose. This theme is pretty good. Van Zieks is quite the exceptional man.
They're kind of spooky.
However, in London's courts of law, exceptional does not equate to winning every case without exception. Ah, that's good. Sosuke-san looks like he's gonna cry tears of joy. As you are no doubt aware, in a British criminal trial there is both a judge and a jury. The judge officiates based on the letter of the law, whilst the jury offers public opinion and common sense. It is an excellent system whereby the defendant's guilt is considered from several points of view. However, public opinion in particular is somewhat easily manipulated. Right. Criminals and corrupt lawyers, for that matter, can use it to their advantage. By any means at their disposal, contriving evidence, calling imposters as witnesses, and so on. By such underhand means, those who would want to are able to sway the jury, which means that even in the light of irrefutable evidence, the prosecution can fail.
But it means the wrong verdict can be passed. I mean, that could be true anyways.
Yeah, and sadly is from time to time, my dear madam, that is simply the reality of the situation. And that's alright? Well, no, but what do you want? However, those indicted by Lord Van Zieks cannot escape justice. Their fate is sealed. What? Josh is cooking noodles.
But sorry. Listen, I mistimed things earlier, okay?
It happens.
Oh my.
Though the adjudication may see them leave the courtroom with their freedom, within months they all disappear. It is most striking. Disappear? But how? By all manner of misfortune, sir. Perhaps they are trampled under a passing carriage. Perhaps they fall into the Thames and drown. Perhaps they are suddenly overcome by a raging fever, or perhaps attacked by highwaymen. Oh, no. All examples of the reality of events here in London, I'm afraid, Mr. Naruto. I knew it. I'm a dead dodo, done for, doomed! Anyway, what's up with your cursed, living situation? When you said accursed lodgings before, you were referring to your room at Mr. Garrett's house, I assume. Ran out of breath. Do you mean to say you believe the place is cursed? It's been a year now since I came to Great Britain. But I'd only been in London for a week before I started to notice strange feelings in myself. That didn't take long, then. Everywhere I looked, there were foreign faces staring at me, laughing behind my back. I was sure people were talking about me. Yeah, I started to become nervous about going outside. They were always staring at me, all the time, from dawn till dusk. So I shut myself away in my room. But even that didn't help. The fear wouldn't go away.
You must have been very lonely having been away from your homeland for such a long time.
I've had to move a number of times, most recently to that room on Briar Road a week ago now. Yes, why did you choose there? It seems a little inconvenient. The rent is cheap. I have so little money it appeared to me straight away. Of course, I asked why it was so affordable. The landlord just simpered and said, "The room is cursed. Oops." He quickly tried to cover his mistake, but it was too late. So I told him, "If you have something to say, then say it. But if not, don't mention it in the first place." Yes, well said. But it was true. It was all true. You mean the room really is cursed then? Ever since I moved into that windowless hellhole, my sleep has been plagued with nightmares. I wake feeling as though I've been choked to death. And in my waking hours, people are stabbed in front of me as I walk down the street. I'm branded a killer, thrown into prison. Nobody wants to know me. I'm surrounded by scary, sinister spirits. If only there was someone, just one person on my side. Can no one find it in his or her heart to believe in me? Really no one at all? To believe.
No, I can't.
Yes, to believe.
To believe. He's beginning to believe.
To believe. Mr. Sholmes.
Believe in love.
Ah, me, Mr.
This guy
Naruto.
pro tip for the Ginyu Force? Yeah, he's basically Ginyu Force.
Pray, what can I do for you? It's about the case on the SS Borea, if you recall. The Borea. That case. The one with the snake. Well, yes.
No.
At that time, I was the suspect, but you believed in me and listened to my side of the story. And you helped us to investigate. I did I? Interesting. What I want to know is, why?
He didn't.
Why did you believe me? I see, yes, you mean... because you were a grimly dressed, shady Eastern fellow found with the victim in a locked room? Well, if you like, yes. I'm a little surprised that the answer requires explanation, my dear fellow.
Oh, there was a snake.
It's quite
Yeah, I
simple.
forgot.
Really.
It just was unrelated entirely
Yeah, there
to
was
the case.
It just happened
Just
to be
happened to be there.
Mr. Stroganoff's snake.
Yeah.
Unrelated.
Biff Stroganoff.
Mr. Biff
An
Stroganoff.
unrelated snake. Biff Stroganoff.
That's quite simple, really. You said I didn't do it. But I could have been lying. Surely you must have had your doubts. You must have suspected me a little. I think perhaps you have misunderstood. I neither recall believing in you, nor in that which you were telling me. What? You see, the only things I believe in are those I choose to believe in.
What do you mean?
I make up my own mind about what is to be believed and what is not. If I should like to believe in something, I do. The circumstances can hang as far as I'm concerned. But
I do my own research.
I could have betrayed your trust. In that case, I should have made an elementary error of a judgment, nothing more. Betrayal of trust is an overused excuse, in my opinion. Meaning, whether or not one should trust another is, in the final analysis, down to oneself. It is a matter of whether or not one can trust oneself. Yes, he's right! He's right! Locum student Mr. Naruto, Esquire. Whether or not I can believe myself.
Oh my god, he's back.
He's back in flashback.
I know. It's me, speaking from beyond the grave as a ghost. I was haunting this guy. No. A defense lawyer is only as good as his faith in his client. And that comes down to how much faith he has in himself.
You were so right, Kazuma. I'm going to help this poor crying poet. Well, my dear fellows, it is time we were leaving, I believe.
Already?
Visiting hours are over, and the guard will be here shortly to escort us out. There's a restaurant near here that serves excellent trout. Would you care to join me?
Oh dear. There never is enough time, is there?
Hmm. Hmm.
Don't believe in
Mr.
yourself.
Natsume?
Believe in me, who believes in you.
If you'd like, in the trial tomorrow, I'd be happy to represent you.
Oh, there he goes.
Welcome, student Mr. Naruto Esquire. As I said, I had only experienced a British courtroom for the first time yesterday. And although the man I was representing was found not guilty, I lost sight of something crucial. Something crucial? What to believe in. The defendant, justice, or the truth. How to believe, even. But I think I finally worked it out. I've decided I must believe in myself above all else, to trust my instincts.
Yes, Mr. Naruto.
And my instincts are telling me that you, Mr. Natsume, are innocent of this crime. And it's imperative that we prove that in court. Locum student, Mr. Naruto Esquire. I will fight for your innocence until the bitter end, with every weapon available to me. So I hope you'll permit me to represent you tomorrow.
He just hits us with a "nah, I'm good."
As I said when we first met, I'd like to entrust my fate to someone who will listen to me, in my native tongue. Of course, Mr. Natsume. It would be fair to say, Mr. Naruto, that your mind was in many ways made up from the outset. You merely needed the events of today to fully realize it. Yes, I think you're right about that. It's been a roundabout journey, but I got there in the end. I'm glad they showed us that again for some reason. Mr. Zato,
Yes?
would you be willing to stand by my side tomorrow and help me in court?
No, I'm busy. Absolutely. As I said this morning, you may consider me your personal judicial assistant.
I like that pose a lot.
It's a good pose. Really good pose. Tadao's got good poses.
Yeah. The shocking events of yesterday's trial still weigh heavily on my mind. But it's time to stop looking backwards. Kazuma believed in me, and Mr. Sholmes believes in me now too. Kind of. So it's time. Time that I learned to believe in myself. Soseki-san has no one. He's all alone. So it's my job to help him, to fight his corner. To fight in his corner, perhaps, is what that was.
Fight his corner.
To fight his corner.
I walk up to the...
Start punching.
I walk...
Tomorrow, in the courtroom, with all the strength I can muster.
I'm gonna plead guilty.
My what? To be continued.
His corner needs a fight. Just start punching the side of the boxing ring. And you're just the individual to deck the halls!
20th February, 9:23 a.m. The Old Bailey, defendant's antechamber. Well, I never expected this. Who'd have thought we'd be back here again so soon?
You missed the pun?
Aww.
We had a study tour of Great Britain with the intention of learning the country's legal practices. In order to research the latest court procedures, here we need as much court experience as possible.
Well, yes, I suppose that's true. I thought you
Can't
didn't
believe you
need to
missed
make
your
it
own
then,
excellent pun.
But it was very good. The person on the docket it may well be his or her one and
You
only
could
time in
say it
court.
was pun intentional.
Yeah, I suppose you could say that. For the person on the docket may well be his or her one and only time in court, and it could be life-changing. In which case, treating it as research may seem a little crass.
Oh, when you put it like that, you're quite right.
Good morning! Are his eyes red? Ah, Mr. Natsume, good morning.
No, like, brown?
Okay, yeah,
Oh,
I
dear,
wasn't
you're
imagining
right.
that.
Oh no, they are.
Yeah.
Oh wow, they are, huh?
Yeah,
Wow.
what the fuck?
Are you alright? Your eyes are terribly bloodshot.
The early bird catches the worm, as they say here in Britain. Yes, I've heard that expression. But I really don't want to catch a worm. So I tried desperately not to wake up early, but I was so worried I couldn't catch a wink. And now
What?
I'm absolutely
Pa-
exhausted
pardon?
as a result. He tried
He did
so
what now?
He tried so hard not to wake up early that he just didn't go to sleep.
What a strange man.
Do all literary people take things so literally?
Ha 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 ha. Get it.
I get it.
Thank you
It's
for
good.
putting your faith in us today, Mr. Natsume.
I wish I had 9 lives. My whole future hangs in the balance. I'm too terrified to tremble. Really? Because I can feel tremors in the floor. I can't do this. I can't take it. Although, locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire. Yes. Caught a glimpse of the public gallery as I walked by the courtroom. Looked like the opening night of the opera. There were so many people. I had no idea my case was such a notorious affair here in London. Oh, neither did I. Do you know why that might be, Miss Susato?
I'm sorry, Mr. Naruhodo, but I have no idea.
So that all-knowing look on your face is just coincidence then, is it? Don't hide the truth from me! It's because of the Reaper, isn't it? Lord Van ZIEKS? Is that right, Miss Susato?
I purchased as many different newspapers as I could find this morning, and yes,
Why didn't you just fucking...
Lord Van ZIEKS is on the front page of every one.
I knew it!
Sometime after the prosecutor was dubbed the Reaper of the Bailey, he stopped appearing in court, it seems. It's been several years now, in fact, until the day before yesterday.
Yes, Inspector Gregson told us something similar, didn't he? The
I guess,
trial-
is this Gregson then?
I don't know. The trial 2 days ago marked Lord Van ZIEKS' return to the courtroom after a very long hiatus. The trial of Magnus McGilded. Oh, what a harrowing experience that was. He didn't like it when I betrayed him in the end.
I believe that appearance was made even great. Has that appearance made even greater waves here in the capital than today's?
But we wouldn't have realized, of course, having only just arrived in the country.
Why is the Reaper back in the Bailey so soon? For what appears to be a mundane murder.
Well, it's also not a murder. Yet.
That's the question the papers are asking, and they're all speculating various answers.
Mundane? Mundane? It's the most significant saga of the century to some of us!
Oh dear, I meant no offense, Mr. Natsume, but that is how the papers are describing it.
Well, thus, we also forget the fact that it could spark an international incident. Obviously, the reappearance of this infamous prosecutor has caught people's attention, but there's another blatant similarity with the trial of 2 days ago.
Yes, I agree.
Locum student Mr. Naruhodo Esquire, it's you. Me? Well, I suppose that's true. Both times it is you who stands against this legendary prosecutor. You! It can only mean that you're friends with the Reaper. Please, I don't rub shoulders with Deathbringers.
I'm afraid that there's really only one other explanation. It can only be another example, Mr. Naruto, of your uncommon bad luck.
Thanks for that. Oh, this is just my luck. Mine must be represented with a man with such frail fortune by the least lucky lawyer alive. Well, let's not forget that it was you, Mr. Natsume, who asked me to represent you. Yes, it's true that I'm just a student, new to London, with little in the way of experience or skills, or luck. But I promise you this. I will fight your corner until the okay, so it wasn't a typo, they're just saying that. I will fight your
I
corner
guess,
until the
maybe-
bitter end. And I
Maybe
will
fight
believe
your
in you,
corner
Miss-
means something,
Just gonna fight.
and I just have never heard it. Maybe it's just like an old way of saying fight in your corner.
Meaning of to defend something you believe in by arguing. Oh.
Eh?
It's an English phrase, I guess. Because I've literally never fucking heard that in my life.
Well, you know those English.
British English, specifically. I didn't. I felt the need to clarify after I sounded like a lunatic for a second there. I will fight your corner until the bitter end, and I will believe in you, Mr. Natsume. Benevolent locum student, Mr. Nardo, Esquire. Pizza, pasta, put it in a box.
I was straining my pasta.
I know what you were doing.
Listen. You're not alone here with us, Mr. Natsume. Whatever happens, we will always be at your side.
Oh, benevolent non-locum assistant Miss Mikitobu Esquirus. What?
Squires?
I'm in your debt forever. I shall never forget this great kindness for as long as I live. Mr. Natsume, counsel for the defense. A court session is about to begin. Call to make your way to courtroom at once. All right then, Mr. Natsume, it's time. Let's go. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. This is it.
Yeah.
My second appearance in a British courtroom. And my second trial against the Reaper. I hope you're watching over me, Kazuma. Because this time I
I'm
won't let my
busy.
faith waver. I'll believe my client to the last. Just like you believed in me. I believe
There's
I
a lot
can
of
do
stuff
this now.
to do up here as a ghost.
I'm ready for this fight.
We have ghost poker on Thursdays. That bitch Gilgamesh owes me $20.
And I aim to collect. 20th February, 10 a.m., the Old Bailey courtroom. Oh, look, new jurors.
New juror time, baby. Fuck. Hang on a second. I need to refine this one. So it was,
Normal judge voice, incomprehensible with it.
there it is.
And the name of Matthew Queen, I hereby declare this court to be in session. I will now call for all the prosecution's events to declare witness presentation.
Oh, there he is. There he is. The prosecution is fully prepared, my lord.
The defense is ready, my
Play.
lord. You again. You dumb idiot moron.
Nipponese. I will stab you in the alleyway. Don't worry about it.
Bleh.
The Nipponese are truly a family. A truly a fascinating breed.
Sorry, what?
Lord Strongheart has told me all about you. That you are a student who arrived in London but 2 days ago. A mere amateur.
Do you have a point?
Being a compatriot, you feel compelled to try to help the accused, I suppose. Typical Nipponese arrogance. Just fill your mouth with spaghetti, that way you can get the judge's voice immediately. It's true! I take a big spoon, I take a big wok of peanut butter and slap it in my mouth.
Lop.
Ah, that's right. Forgive me, but I do not believe arrogance is an appropriate description.
Sato-san.
It's called confidence. After all, at our previous encounter, the defendant was found to be innocent.
Oh, he's already got the cup out.
You going to make me day drink then, huh? Very true. And the most fascinatingly dark trial it was too. The tragic conclusion came later, of course. Here's to the acquitted, and his unfortunate, violent end.
Can you please not threaten my fucking defendant? Please?
I give out rules on the most hard and fine hell. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, are you ready to carry out your duties here in court as the impartial members of the public?
Oh God, he's here.
Oh yeah! Woo! Play for everyone.
Because his name's Fair Play.
Yeah, I get it. Well, I must warn you, I'm rather more ruthless than I appear. Is this
No,
Hat Man? This can't be
that's-
Hat Boy.
That's not Hat Man. It's just similar-ish.
Can't be Hat Boy.
Pretty sure that's different. Do you want to do him or should I?
Not me. What you say is what you get. I'm a peace-loving fellow. Okay.
Oh my God! Pardon?
I'm fair to say it's quite possible the mustached foreigner did the deed.
Oh, fuck yeah!
Oh,
That
look at
guy's
this
awesome.
dude.
That guy's sick as shit.
Do it.
I guess I can do him. I wish I could do like a Bluto voice from Popeye. You know him?
Yeah.
I can't though. I don't know what it would be anyways. Maybe I'll just do a Macho Man impersonation.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh, yeah. Come on, what are we waiting for? No doubt he did it anyway.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that. Getting a lot of use of. I think it's the same guy as the hat.
He's the same-
I thought that too.
It's hard.
It looks
I
like
don't.
him, but he's wearing different clothes.
It looks a lot like him, but they've never changed outfits before, have they?
I don't know.
Is it to just confuse us?
Very well, let's proceed. For opening statement to you, please, old man Six.
Very recently, Great Britain signed an alliance with rising power in the Far East. The accused in the dock today is a student from that same land, a certain Mr. Soseki Natsume. And while our country has extended this foreign student the warmest of welcomes, regrettably the kindness has not been returned. In fact, the student is accused of a most sinister act. Wait.
Jesus.
Of plunging a knife into the back of an innocent woman who was doing nothing but walking down the street.
That's right. I gave a bit of experience. Those are the worst bloody oaths they are.
Just look at the sallow complexion and short stature. He's one of those dreadful Japanese. Oh boy.
Oh.
Come on, let's get this over with. With me now, everyone. 1, 2, 3.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch that.
Pray forgive the discourtesy of smashing my hollowed chalice here in this great chamber. Allow me to call the first witness to the stand.
Very well. Barely free the inspector in, please.
Gregson.
I hope so. Hey, Gregson.
There he is. Your name and occupation, please.
Yes, sir. Your boss, Gregson, Detective Inspector of Scotland Yard.
Would you please summarize the events of the case with the court inspector?
It was thought to be a young woman in Duties by name of Grey. I beg your pardon, Inspector. Not privy.
I'm also confused about that.
Yes, having been stabbed in the back by attacker's knife, the victim fell unconscious. That was 3 days ago now, and she's been comatose ever since.
What? So they don't even know who she is for sure?
Evidence, I see. But her life is not in danger.
Fortunately for the Eastern student, the charge will not be murder. Pray elaborate on the details, Inspector.
Sir, if I could ask everyone to look at this map. Pal,
It's Bell.
heads on me.
Bloke.
Listen here, pal. Bloke. I'll say bloke because I'm the British one, and in it. As I mentioned, the incident took place 3 days ago, around 5 in the afternoon. It happened on the pavement running alongside Broad Road, a wide thoroughfare for horse-drawn vehicles. It had not long since stopped snowing as the victim, Miss Green, was walking down the street.
I appreciate that they're wearing a bonnet and a
by the
top hat.
accused man. And yeah, it's really good. And stabbed in the back. Luckily, the young lady's life was spared, and she's currently being treated in one of the city's hospitals. But being unconscious as she is, we've been unable to make a statement from her, of course. In the case file with everything we know about the victim so far.
I would like to take a look at that, please.
Thank you, Mr. The court will accept the documents as evidence, if you please.
The case file has been entered into the court record. Just gonna...
Look through those real quick. Give those
Details.
a look-see.
Yeah. Young woman rendered unconscious following a stab wound in the back. Victim, olive green, female, stout build, early 20s. Location, pavement of Briar Road, east side. Reporting officer, Rolly Beat. Okay. Victim remains unconscious. Her name was gleaned from personal effects. Other details are unknown. Apart from a single stab wound from the large knife, no other signs of injury were observed. The assailant was seen running away by the reporting officer and was successfully arrested the following day.
Yeah, or
Okay.
the reporting officer stabbed her.
Or the reporting officer stabbed her, also possible.
What of the weapon that was used?
I have that hit. It was a move from the victim's back.
Ouch. That big thing is starting to make me scared to walk down the street now.
With a heavy blade like that, it's like a pocket knife.
Yeah.
And with a heavy blade like that, almost anybody would have been able to stab the poor woman.
Even the scragged-looking Soseki-san, I suppose.
You don't need to be a paragon of mental and physical fitness to stab someone with a knife.
True, I suppose.
Who knew? Who knew?
That's crazy, man.
Crazy shit, I know.
A common golden jackknife, I say.
Oh, it's a garden tool.
Written on the script.
So that means it's big as fuck.
Oh shit.
Thank you, Inspector. The court accepts this blade as evidence.
The jackknife has been entered into the court record.
Jackknife!
Alan, what do we know of the mo-
Okay.
Just gonna see if I can find any secrets.
Oh,
Oh, the tip's gone.
Yeah.
Austin, the victim, probably.
Yeah, I hope so.
Oh, look
Otherwise,
here,
what the
Mr.
fuck?
Naruto. Just at the tip. A small piece of the blade appears to be missing.
You're right. Well spotted, Miss Suzata. I saw it. Actually, but thanks.
I wonder what could have happened to it.
Yes. You don't think it could still be lodged in the victim, do you?
Oh dear, I do hope not. That sounds terribly painful.
Yeah, otherwise I don't really see anything else about this knife. It looks like a knife. I mean, it's a knife.
Jackknife!
That sure is a knife.
now, Alan, what do we know of the motive? Money or valuables, I presume. What could we looking at a poor woman's possession? It seems like she's a poor student herself. Hard to imagine she would have anything worth pinching, my lord. I see. Well, now, we're looking at some deep-seated resentment toward the victim. Yeah, I'm afraid I can't say. Apart from Vitzi's that can put shots to defend it, Mr. Natsumi didn't appear to get out much. At this moment in time, we haven't been able to establish any sort of connection between him and the victim.
Yes! If theft and grievance have been ruled out as the motive, what reason could Mr. Matsume possibly have had for stabbing the young woman? Yet you arrested the man in spite of that, in a totally unjustified and heavy-handed way.
Objection!
Nope.
Oh my god!
the
Excuse me?
the casualness with which he just
The
picked it up and
flick.
flicked it over his fucking shoulder.
Oh my god. Dude, Van ZIEKS is the best. Holy shit.
He just
I'm in
breaks-
awe.
He just breaks shit. Like,
And then
all
he's
the
always
time.
like, "Oh, I'm my deepest
Oopsie
sinful
doopsie.
condolences to the. Oh no, I'm so sorry. Please forgive me." You call that a knife? Pray forgive the discourtesy of flinging a freshly uncorked bottle into the public gallery. But your words have soured its hallowed banquet.
I think it was bouquet.
Point. Oh. Yeah, that makes more sense. I don't know.
Like the wine
Like
word.
like the wine word, yeah. Listen, my
like the thing
brain
they say
saw
about
B
wine.
and Q and said banquet.
Just,
What do you
and
want from
just
me?
sort of autocorrect. Yeah, no, I get it.
It just listen, fucker. For it is you, my learned friend, who's being heavy-handed here.
I mean, he's not wrong. What?
Scotland Yard does not arrest people without
Some
good
dude just got
cause.
hit with
That
that
should
bottle.
be
Yeah, for real though.
beyond question.
Some dude who was probably barely paying attention to the audience
Wow.
just got a full bottle of wine to the face. Fucking hell, dude.
Inspector Gregson, the prosecution instead, calls for your formal testimony. Explain to the court precisely why the constabulary came to arrest the Nipponese student. Yes, sir.
And hear
Or-
me out, Mr. Natsume's arrest. We stop here, and next time we do the testimony so we don't get halfway through it and then I forget what's going on. Why?
That's
I
really
think.
smart.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that. I knew he had that pose because I've seen gifs of it, but I wasn't expecting it to happen right then. He just, because we're not like 5 minutes into this trial and he's already yeeted a glass and also just fucking decided that the bottle needed to be somewhere else. His whole wine gone. Anyway, yeah.
Not freshly uncorked. He was so upset with what we said.
He took
he
a
just tossed an
full-ass
entire-
bottle of wine and went, no. No thanks. Alright, well, have a good night,
God, he's
everyone.
really, really good.
We'll see you
Yeah,
some
goodbye.
other time. Bye.